Thank you for tuning in to TTB. I'm your host, Toya, and today is Wisdom Wednesday. So, before I get into it, I just want to give a shout out for myself. Go check out my book, T's Collection. It's available on Amazon and also on my website. Both our links are below. I'm sorry, underdivineguidance.com, and again, also on Amazon. So it's a collection of short stories, poems, and a couple of songs. So if you can go out there and support me, I appreciate it. I love you for it. Actually, I love you for more than that. I just love you for your existence. But thank you. So today we're going to talk about the Tao Te Ching, and this is the book I use. There are different versions out there, so feel free to go out there and check them out to see which one resonates with you. This is the one I ended up getting some years ago at Barnes and Noble. And so it's the one that I'm finally reading all the way through with you guys. So we are on verse 13, which is identity. And that title is really funny to me because I had to go through a lot in this past weekend, or well, actually leading up to Sunday when I got my hair cut, because it does present you with a new identity, a new version of you. And it's funny how the universe will set stuff up like that. So when you're trying to contemplate something or you're trying to figure something out, you'll find that things relating with that topic will come to you, whether it's conversations, whether it's music, whether somebody mentioned a book, whether you go on YouTube and there's a video that pop up, something is going to correlate to what it is that you're doing. And I find that the more I do my own internal work, and the more I meditate, the more I commune with my ancestors and my spirit guides, the more that I open myself up to the universe, the more this is tending to happen and the quicker it is tending to happen. So when I was going to get my hair done, my haircut on Sunday, and I'm sitting there. I'm nervous, of course, because it's a big deal for a woman to cut her hair, especially when she had long hair and she cutting it short like this. Okay, so it's a big deal, and I'm sitting there nervous about it, And no matter how confident you are about a situation or about a choice that you're making, you still have those doubts. And I'm sitting there, and just as she said, I'm picking up the scissors. I picked up my phone, and at the exact same time she was saying, I'm about to start cutting, the phone said 11:11. And I said, okay, I am where I need to be. I'm doing what I need to do. Thank you, universe. And I just went on. And I thought I would cry when I got my hair done. And I didn't. I didn't cry at all. I felt good about it. And I knew it was the right choice for me. So whether somebody else like it, that's on them. But it's the right choice for me. And so to pick up this book and know that the verse that we're about to do today, because I don't look at this in advance, okay? um, to look at the verse that we are about to do and how it says identity. I just think it's one of those universal coincidences. It's not really a coincidence, but one of those things that the universe does for you when you're more aligned with who you really are, your true self. So that was just my 2 cents before we get into it. But I will say this: there were two words I did have to look up. One is censure, so it's censure. Censure. I wasn't sure what that means, but that was when you are presented with something. Okay. Oh no, wait. I'm about to mess up because that's what proffer is. Proffer, Proffer. Proffer is to be offered something. Like somebody's holding it out to offer it to you. Censure is express severe disapproval of something, especially in a formal statement. So censure is extreme disapproval. Proffer is to offer something to somebody, to hold out something to somebody. So let's get into this and read what this is. Okay, so accolades can usher in great trouble for your body. Censure can herald in misery. Why can favor and disfavor both be harmful? Because both accolades and censure will, when filtered through self as ego, always place us in jeopardy. But when the universe becomes yourself, when you love the world as yourself, all reality becomes your haven, reinventing you as your own heaven. Only then will you transcend tense to fully be here now. Only then no harm will the universe proffer, nor you to her. For you will be not you, but she, in both the universal great integrity. It's funny how this reads a lot like the Bible. In that coded language you have to decode and cipher and sit down and really look at to figure out what it is that they're saying and what it is that's being tried to communicate with you. So again, I'm about to go back over this section by section, and this is my opinion. Okay, so if you have a comment or you have some ideas about what this means or what resonated with you when you heard me read this, then by all means leave those comments below. I would love to hear it. I know I did have some issues with the comments before, but I think I fixed that, so you should be able to leave comments now. So the first section says accolades can usher in great trouble for your body. Censure can herald misery. So accolades can usher in great trouble for your body. So let me think about this for a second. So when I think about accolades, that's people giving you congratulations and saying good job and really trying to promote you and pump you up. And to me, that can be great trouble if you internalize it and you make it like law. In Harry Potter, which is the book series, Harry Potter, there was what was it? I think it was 2 Chamber of Secrets. So yeah, that was the second one. Yep, the second one. Chamber of Secrets. Yep, Harry Potter 2. You had Gilderoy Lockhart, who told Harry Potter, he's like, fame is a fickle friend. So when you're looking at this, especially now when we have so much that goes on with social media, when you're looking for those accolades from everybody, it becomes a label on who you identify yourself as. And you lose track of who you truly are because you're so worried about what other people are going to say about you and what they do. So if somebody was to you know what, this is really a setup for this video. So not only was my hair, I'm just sitting there thinking about Ted Lasso and how I was watching that, and the episode that we were watching, because we're on season 2, we watch it as a family when we go visit my father. So in Ted Lasso, you had the assistant coach who, first of all, Ted is the head coach and they teach soccer over in London. And so Ted walked off. He walked off the field. And so the other 3 assistant coaches were sitting there like trying to figure out what are they going to do. Okay. And so the one stepped up and took charge and told them, okay, you 3 come out, you 2 go in, and this is what y'all going to play. Y'all going to run this play. And they ended up winning the game. And so on social media, he was going through it and everybody was giving him these accolades, talking about how well he did and how he was the wonder kid and, really boosting him up. And then he got to this one where he was being basically dogged. He was like, okay, he may have did that good play, but he's still a loser. And so that just crushed his whole world. Okay, it didn't matter that he had hundreds of people congratulating him. It was that one that really said something negative that crushed his soul. And that's what I think this is talking about here. When you're talking about the censure, which is the disapproval of people, and you're talking about those accolades and how people really start to internalize that. And when you internalize stuff, it has an effect on your body. So if you're internalizing something that you see as negative or hurtful, then you may end up with a headache. You may end up with your stomach ache or something like that may end up happening because of how you're internalizing it. So to me, that's why I think it says that the accolades and as well as censorship can actually be harmful to the body. And why favor and disfavor both can be harmful. Favor can be harmful as well because, again, you're looking to seek that approval. You're looking to do what will give you that approval. So like children to their parents, you do things to make your parents proud and make them happy and, make them say something good and be in their favor. But at that same token, what are you sacrificing at that same time? If it's your grades, then you're stressing yourself out so much with keeping those grades up so that you can maintain this favor with your parents that you're causing yourself stress, and stress can again show up in high blood pressure, show up in headaches, show up in stomach aches, anxiety. It has so many different things it can show up as, and that's why they're saying that the favor and disfavor both can be harmful. So you really have to be careful with that. And that's what it says in the next one. It says, because both accolades and censure, when filtered through self-ego, always place us in jeopardy. It's the same thing. So that basically just goes with everything I already just said. Okay, now this is the other side, the flip side. But when the universe becomes yourself, when you love the world as yourself, and all reality becomes your haven, reinventing you as your own heaven. So this is saying that when you get to the point where you love yourself and you can see, okay, let me back up a little. We get some lessons in this one today. Okay, so let me back up a little. So when you project, when you go out in the world and you're meeting people, whether it's people that you know or just somebody in passing, it can be somebody at the park or somebody at the grocery store or dollar store, wherever you are. Okay, when you're going out there, you have judgments that you have about those people. And those judgments that you have about the people that you come across are really perceptions on what you feel about yourself. Okay, so you are projecting in them. So usually if it's something that you're judging or something you don't like about somebody, turn it around and see how that correlates with yourself. And what you'll find is the things that you're judging on other people are the things that you feel about your own self. So you may be looking out, going out there and be like, I can't believe she dressed like that. She don't look a mess. And then when you look at your own self and you do that self-reflection and you look at your own self and be like, you know what? I could dress better. So you turn it around. So when you get to this part where it's saying, the universe becomes yourself, and when the love of the world as yourself and all of this comes into play, it's really saying when you really get to the point where you love and truly accept yourself, then you're going to love and truly accept anybody that's around you. You're going to love and truly accept anybody that comes in, that's in the world and that comes across your path. And not just the people, but anything. Situations and stuff like that, because you have a different understanding of it. Like you see problems as challenges that are really just lessons. They're really just lessons that you need to learn something off of, and that's how you end up looking at it. And so that's what that verse is talking about it. And the last one too, when it says, only then will you transcend tense to fully be here now. So to transcend, the needing to be accepted by other people, to be here in the here and now. Only then no harm will the universe proffer, nor you to her, for you will be, not you, but she, in both the universe and universal great integrity. So when you get to that point, the universe isn't going to, when you get to that point where you love everybody and you accept everybody, you accept these situations, what happens is the universe is no longer going to offer you stuff that's going to harm you. It's no longer going to give you stuff that's going to bring you, disruption inside your body or bring you harm. So because you are now the universe and the universe is now you, because you have connected. Because you have connected to that great love, that universal integrity, that they talk about, or God. There's no other, the best description of what God is love. There's that fear in there, yes, because you can't have love without fear, because those are the main two, emotions that people have. And if you really think about it and go back and look at each emotions, it ties back to either fear or love, sometimes both. But that's what it grows back to. So when you get to that point where you accept yourself and you love yourself and you walk in love, then that's when you're the most connected, and a lot of that stuff it just goes away. And I'm not there yet. I've come across somebody who was there before. I'm not there yet. I still have my human side to me. I still have my issues, like I told y'all the other day with the dog. Oh my God. Like dealing with that. Like I let this dog control my emotions. Okay. The almost 16-year-old dog was controlling me through my emotions. Okay. So I still have my moments. I haven't gotten there, but I can see once you get there how it can be. Because when you walk in love and you love everybody and you accept everything as it is, then that's really when you have a true understanding of life. You really do. So that was Identity from the Tao Te Ching. Again, this is the book I read from. And I like the way it has like the little trees inside. Let me take that off so you can see. That I use that as my marker. But I like how it always has the trees inside. Or, that's water. Yeah, so this is the version I use. Again, there's other ones out there that you can take a look at. Let's see what next week says. Next week is Beyond Reason. So that'll be interesting. But that was the Tao Te Ching, verse 13 for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. Because if you got something out of it, somebody else will as well. So share it. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow.